Hey, yo, it's Guido. Happy Coffee Talk Day and Spring Forward Day. I should still be in bed. I thought they voted on that. I thought we were supposed to knock that off. Were we not supposed to knock that off? I feel like we were supposed to knock it off. I don't understand. Cliffy, Stickler, NATO Tiger, what's going on, guys? No Pilgrim today. He is got other things going on. I am in night mode for sure. Definitely in night mode here. That's why it's so dark in here. Did they? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Oh man, they vote about everything but what people care about. 100%. Let's see. Channel news. What's going on, fellas? Not much. Not much in the home improvement realm went on this week. I'm still trying to buy pavers to finish up my one project, but every time I go online, they don't have enough pavers. And then I try to order, and they're like, nope, you can't order it to get delivered because we don't have enough. I'm like, well, where's the little button that says, hey, get me 64 of these when you can, and then let me know when they're in? I can't find that on their website. So I guess I'm going to have to walk in the store and see if I can do a special order. But apparently the website doesn't work. Or doesn't do that. Or I can't figure it out. I'm not sure. Problem is they had 90 of them, I don't know, a week ago. And I failed to order them at that point. And now they have 52 and I need 64. Come on. Come on. So that's what's going on there. A little bit of yard work, that kind of stuff. I played a whole 8 games last week. That is it. That's wild. That's one of my lowest totals. For sure. Other than being on holiday. Speaking of that, we will not do coffee talk. Let me see here. When do we leave? Next week. So next week. Next Sunday, no coffee talk. I'll be spring breaking it. Headed up to North Carolina. Do a little relaxation. There is that, Gator. Well, here's the thing. I considered that. I said, let me just order what they have, and then I'll pick up more when they show up. And then I thought to myself, what if they don't carry that one anymore? Which sounds really dumb. Probably not going to happen, but you know what I'm saying? And now I'm 10 short of the kind I need. I don't think that's possible because they're just 18-inch, the red brick things. I might end up doing that. Exactly, Cliffy. That's where I am. It's unlikely, but the way things go for me, that was my first assumption on what would happen if I did it that way. I may yet do that just to get going. I'm not in a massive hurry to do it, other than I would like to get it done before it gets 9 million degrees. Although it's already touching 80 down here. It's been a hot spring already. It's been a hot winter, actually, other than a couple weeks. So, yeah, that's all the stuff on my mind. Only played 8 games. That was it. Just 8. How's everyone finding 2.2? You enjoying it at all? I could make content on it. I'm gonna go to 64 different lows. It's actually Home Despot that I can order it from. Lowe's, for some reason, their website, I've gone in there to the store and they have the things, or at least similar things. But when I try to filter on their website for the 18-inch red ones, they don't show up. They're not there. Battle Pass brought you back in a little bit. Yeah, it's going to cool off a little bit for us, but I think we're done with actual cold weather. It's showing 70s for the next couple of weeks. We're going to head up north. It's going to be a bit rainy and maybe even some snow up where we're going. But that'll be pretty cool. We got a little Airbnb up there. We're going to hang out for 5 or 6 days with some friends. Battle Pass rekindled motivation. Yeah. Why though? Is there something, just because it's something to grind? Or is there something in this Battle Pass specifically that you're interested in? The tank, maybe? Have I even done one? Oh, I'm on stage 3 of Battle Pass. So I've managed 2 stages. That's it. 2 whole stages. And I have a token somehow. I already got a token? That's cool. Needed a carrot? Alright, fair enough. What is the tank anyway? Let's see. Why is it buried down? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's the Saryuta. That's right, Saryuta. So I need to manage 20 tokens in the next few battle passes. Of course, there's another new tank too, so I better get on it. I might not get bounty equipment this time. Especially if I'm coin limited because I'm not playing very much. I could always do the slider too. I got plenty of gold, so I'm really not that worried about it. I'll get the tanks. Either one way or the other. One way or to other. Got to chapter 5 last night. Nice. Double barreled thing. Skill thought it was pretty okay. Yeah. Yeah, Saryuta. Not bad. I think I'm going to load up the Ashigaru and play it a little bit just for giggles. That video I did made it kind of look kind of interesting. Something a little bit different, you know? Maybe that'll rekindle the interest. Because right now, 100 Battle Challenge, I am on the... I'm running the Kirovets, which is very average. The Object 752, which I'm sort of struggling with. I got a whole 44% win rate on 70. I can't win with this thing. This is another tank that I just cannot win with. 44% win rate. Can you believe that? 78 battles, 914 average experience, which is decent. But pretty low DPG. 2100 for a tier 9 heavy is not great. I can't make the 3 gun. It has quite a long reload for its autoloader. And it's a bit derpy, so missing is really painful with that tank. Missing or not penning. And it doesn't really have a great pen either, because it's an APCR round. So it's just a weird tank. It was hard for me to kind of get going. And I'll have good games. I mean, I can kick out damage with it, but as far as carrying with it, end game, with managing that 3-round autoloader in order to be able to finish, I can't tell you how many games I've lost where, you know, I'm one of the last tanks and I shoot my 3 and I just get killed because I don't have a reload. I don't have a shell. Sluggish mobility for the Ashigaru. Yeah, looked like that. Born in 8th Hussars, how you doing? So we're doing that. Object 752, Kirovets. We're running the Prototypo a bit, the Project Louis, which I'm doing much better than the 752. Got a 64% in that, but I think I only got 20 battles or so. 22, yeah, so that's early days there. Plenty of time for that to go down to 44%. I am playing the Black Prince double barrel thing, the Black Prince 2. Where are we on that? 64%, probably 20 battles or less? No, not even close, 11 battles. So plenty of time to screw that one up as well. I think that's it. I'm messing around with the ISU. This is another one I'm not winning with very much, 45%. This is a odd one because it's got the 122 on it or something. It's a 490 average damage. Not even sure it's a 122. I know it's not the 152. It's not the big gun. What is it? 130. 130. Yep, that's right. Yeah, it's not the 390 alpha 122. It's an in-betweener. It's the 130 at 490 alpha. I don't hate it. I'm doing okay with it. I'm not winning. It's another hard one to carry with. It's a Casemate TD. They're all sort of difficult to carry for various reasons. It doesn't have a whole bunch of armor. It's considered a sniper tank destroyer, which is odd. Isn't that interesting? Are the other ISUs snipers, or are they something different? Stop it. I haven't really considered the ISUs in a while. Let's see. So we've got a sniper. We have a support. Yeah. And the regular one is a support. So what makes it a sniper? Just slightly more accurate than the 152s? I thought there was another version. There's just the ISU 150. Yeah. Huh. Strange. I guess the 130 is a sniper too? Yes. KTTS, what is it? Assault? Yeah. Kust must be a sniper. Yeah. What about the double barrel guy? Support. 101? Versatile. I didn't even know there was a versatile. Okay, versatile. So we got sniper, assault, support, and versatile. There's four different kinds. Okay, now with sound. Oh, I got you. I just read your earlier note. Oh man, you're on the way home or on the way out, man? We're in the middle of it. Let's see. So yeah, that's it. That's it with the whole Hunter Battle Challenge. Just sort of slowly moving forward on some of these tanks. Like I said, I might pick up I haven't been playing Tier 10 very much, but I might get the Ashigaru and just goof around with that. On a plane and can now wear headphones. Oh, right. No problem. Living on planes. Deadhead home. Ah, good. So at least you're on the way home, man. That's good. That's it, man. Not a whole lot for channel news, my friends. Just sort of messing around a little bit with some of the 2.2. Hopefully everybody got their mission. If you go to the store, if you haven't done this, and the store is a free mission, I don't know if it's actually still there. It might have. It was a limited time thing, I think, but it'll end up being called Protocol Borealis, and it's bounty gear missions, and it's just some quick missions that will eventually get you a bounty rammer. And they're pretty easy. There's also a bunch of. It's actually a really good mission, to be honest with you, because there's a bunch of bonds involved. There's PRs, which are kind of whatever, but at the end you got a bounty, and they're not very difficult either. I haven't even really played very much. I've already finished 3 of them, so most of you have probably already done. I messed around with. I did the Project Louis. That's right. So let's go to the crew. I think I respect these guys. Yeah. So I took Stay Sharp, and I took Threat Search. Yeah, Grendel, go. I don't know if it's still there. Does anybody know? If you go to the store tab up here, and it should. I think it's in Best. So click on Best, and down here, mine's gone because I already selected it. But there was a tile to select a free mission set. Anybody know if it's still there? 15 stream streak for Wayne. He's on it. Jacket on and incognito. Yeah, thanks, Cliffy. But that's where it is, Grendel. It's right here. Oh, good. Did you get it? Cool. So yeah, take that, and then the missions are in the missions tab. You go back to the missions tab here. You go to extra missions, and it looks like that right there. Protocol Borealis. Oh, the Panzer children are back. Cool. International Women's Day. All right, so there's some doodads for that. That's cool. That's cool. All right, what else is going on? Let's see if there's anything cool to buy. You think so? Probably not. Probably not. Where's the boxes, though? That's the thing. Well, you know, how long are we going to go before we get some kind of loot boxes, guys? This is ridiculous. Terrible, you know? I might buy some of them now that I found a mod that turns off their voices. Oh, there you go. That's thinking. Make it work, right? All right, let's see here. St. Paddy's Day boxes. I bet there has to be something coming up, right? Did they have St. Paddy's Day last time? I think you're right. There was something like that. Wasn't there? Well, let's look at the calendar here first then before we go look at this. Highlights of the week. Oh, where's the March calendar? There we go, monthly March. Monthly March. What do we got? We have Spring Token Store, the update, Battle Pass starts, Panzer Children, International Women's Day, Steel Hunter, and Neon Dash. I'm not seeing St. Paddy's Day boxes in there. I'm not seeing it. Premium Shop. What's in there, fellers? Well, the aforementioned Panzer Children. You can get every Panzer Child tank that you want. We have International Women's Day with the pink camo stuff for the ladies. Looks like an XM66F, LT432. I don't know why you would buy a 56 TP, but I guess. 432 is a good one. What are they asking for it? 27? That's all right. XM66 is a OK TD. That's Watt Salute, so if you got that program, then that will show up. Battle Pass, Gold. Oh, we got Premium Plus Platinum double bonus type stuff now. Open up the box and you get your hour back. 2% chance to get your hour back. Okay, Borealis up till June. Thanks, Cliffy. What else is in here? Vehicules wise, these are all the standard premium vehicles. Watt Premium and Watt Plus. All right, so we got. Oh, I'm like, there's three kinds? Okay, so we've got Watt Plus Core. That's $9 a month, right? And then we've got Watt Plus Pro. And then we have a discounted for a year, $150. That is wild. What do we get for this? Pro Boost, because you're a pro, dude. If you if you spend $150, you're pro. Never change, gaming industry. Never change, you clowns. 35% bonus to credit. I did see a Quickie Baby video. He kind of made a good point that you can do, and we talked about it when I first saw it. You can basically turn a tank into kind of any tank in the tech tree into kind of a premium tank. Because you can change it, right? You can, any researchable and collectors, yeah, tier 1 through 10. Why not 11? Why? What do you guys think? I can't think of a reason off the top of my head other than it's a new tier or whatever, and they want it to be a money sink or something. It doesn't go to 11. Why not just put it on 9 and then turn it up to 10? It goes to 11. Because they're new? That's the usual reason, yeah. But I think my question stands still, even after that answer. Why? Because it's new. Okay, same question. Why? Anywho, you get 35% bonus to credit Combat XP and Crew. And you can change it every 12 hours. Like a maniac. At 12 hours and 1 second, you can have a different one. Which, in Quickie Baby's video, he made a good point because he turned a artillery into a premium tank. I'm thinking, well, it's not worth 150. It would be worth gold. If they'd let me buy it for gold, I would do it. Just to get my M53 55 and turn it into a premium. Well, airplane, Wi-Fi, no worky, so y'all have a marvelous day. Oh, stinking terrible. That company is terrible. I'm not going to say who they are, NATO Tiger. They're bad. Don't you hate that? Hopefully it's not too long of a flight that you have to endure. Probably not, since you're going home. Being a smart man, you would not set yourself up for a long flight, hopefully. All right, brother. Monday, let's fly. Oh, actually, you said you might be out. Just let me know on Discord if you'll be around. We haven't flown for a while. We got to do that. Former USAF. He's an airline pilot now, but I'll just leave it at that without giving up deets and whatnot. Service record customization, as somebody noted, is very tempting. Who said that? There it is. Grendel. Grendel's gonna get it so that he can service record customize. He or she. 59 Proud Lion. Minutes of flight time. Okay. It would be much better if it was 12 minutes. Or even 2 minutes. Toofus. Alright, cool, man. I'll see you there then. I think if you get Watt Plus Pro, you're immediate Unicum. Everything turns purple. The whole place is just nothing but purple. Okay, Battle Pass Plus. Earn additional Battle Pass points. Oh, well, that's pro. Pros would get through Battle Pass faster if they paid $150. That sounds right. Oh, you're never Proud Lion? They weren't even there when I got there. It was just the Crows and the Gorillas. The 59th was gone. Except for the limited ones. What else do we get? Are these... Oh, so these are the pro only. So for... Okay, so the cost is $9 a month for regular Watt Plus. So that is Math in Public, $108 at 9 months, $9 a month, right? Does that sound about right? So $108. Okay. So that's just that. And that has all this stuff. But for another $42, because if you're already Watt Plus, you're already cranking out over $100 a year for it. So for another $42, what's up, Sturgy? You get exactly one tank to Pro Boost, one every 12 hours. You get to customize your $42, fellas. For $42. Nope, sorry. Let's just do the whole cost. For $150, right? Because either you're already Watt Plus and you're going to upgrade or whatever. And the cost is $150 a year. You can Pro Boost. You get a semi-premium. Turn a Tech Tree tank into a semi-premium. I will say one thing for that. I mean, let's say you're just going to spend the money. When you're grinding tanks, that's kind of nice because you're going to play that tank a bunch, right? As you're grinding it. And every 12 hours, obviously, if you upgrade to the next tank, then you can switch it to the next tank in the line, and you're grinding and potentially making some money. And you can even try hard a little more. Could use more stuff because you're making a little extra credits. And could break even, all that good shit. Good vibes. And you're going to service record customization. Oh, what does that do? You get to select from different backgrounds and ribbons. Can't you already sort of customize it? I know it's only the one page or whatever, but you can already kind of customize it, I believe. And then you get Battle Pass Plus, which gets you through Battle Pass faster. Yeah, on the one page you can put like 5 or 6 medals, right, that are on your main page. That's the one thing you can do. Can I Pro Boost my service record and bully more players? Yes. That's part of Premium Plus, Watt Plus, Platinum, Gold, Pro. Oh, snazzy backgrounds. Okay. Well, all right. You know, sometimes people want snazzy backgrounds. What does it look like there? Service record. Let's look at mine. I have the coolest stuff on mine. I have Greaser's Gold. That was a race thing or something. Or maybe that came, I don't remember how we got that. What? Oh, it says how we got it. Placed gold with Team Greasers in the Highway Rock event in 2020. Nice. Racer 2014. That was 12 years ago, dudes. That's hard to believe. 12 years ago. I have Football Player 2014. As you can see, most of my silly side game playing was in the past. I got King of the Road. Earned the first reward on the personal progression bar, awarded during the Great Race 2019. I have the Squadron Ace Tanker, a Talk to Me Goose award. I got an Ace Tanker Mastery while fighting in the T-29 during the Talk to Me Goose Challenge. Sweet. I have Keeper of the Keys. This is your only proof, fellas, that you had 5 keys, all right? So make sure that you keep this award somewhere, because on that fabled day when the 4th and 5th key become important, it's important that you have your award that proves you have your 5 keys. You've already used your 3 keys because you got something for your 3 keys, but you never got your reward for your 4th and 5th key. And then I have Cabbage Mechanic, Danger Zone, Team Clash 2021. Yeah, that's what it was going to do, Gator. And it will one day. Yep. Cabbage Mechanic. He was a good dude. Still is. That's what I meant. That's what I thought. All right. That's what I got. And this is the one you can change. Valuable awards. Oh, right. That's how you do it. You click the gear and then you figure it out. You know, some people would put all their like super awards and stuff, but you gotta put the right thing in there, man. Anyway, that's. I guess now you can put a background and crap if you get Super Plus Platinum Pro. Yeah, Hitman. I think you've nailed it. Essentially, yes. You're going to pay $150 to do something that nobody cares about but you. You want all diamond medals? What would that look like? Diamond medals. So anything that looks like a diamond? What are those like? Are they down here somewhere? Oh, these things? The ones that are shaped like a diamond right here? That's funny. Shaped like my... Oh, right. Okay, so everything... Yeah, there are a lot of diamond medals, though. Yeah, you got Achiever. High Caliber Class 3. Oh, that was a Christmas thing. All right, I see. That's... Everyone's got their own little way to do things, you know? And of course you got the rest of the stuff, your gold reserve, equipment assistant, blah, blah, blah. Attendance rewards. You get the TS-54. You can exclude another map. Oh, there's another 15% bonus. Oh, okay, so you end up with 50% then, right? I see what they did there. So it's not 35%, it's 50% total. I'm assuming those two stack? Yeah? So here's the question, is it 15% and then another 35%, or do they put those together and it's 50%? Depending on when they do it, it can be a different number, really. G.I. Joe, Queen Maeve, Fisherman's Tragic Lost Shamrock Spy, and an evil cat. Nice. They are there. They're going to fear you. Because that's what when I get into a game, the first thing I do is I go to the service record and I look up all 15 enemy tanks if I can find their names and they're not anonymous. That just so I know what I'm dealing with. Oh, good point, Pluto. I bet you're right. I bet it just goes to 35. So they're lying. You don't really get 9 core in 3 Pro. That's incorrect. If that's true, you only get 8 core in 3 Pro. Because if it just changes it from 15 to 35, then it's as if that bonus wasn't there. And I think it is 35 because that's how quick he was talking about it when he did his math. I think. Interesting. That sounds about right, though, doesn't it? As long as we're shaking pitchforks and lighting torches, let's just get mad about it, too. All right, fess up. That's a great question, Pluto. That's a great question. And no hate. I honestly do not care if you got it. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, you waste your money. I don't give a dang what you do with your money, man. Good on you. And some people might want that stuff. Has anyone bought it? Has anyone bought it? Thanks for the follow, Mad Dog. What's happening? Has anybody bought Watt Pro Plus Bonus Platinum Whale stuff? No. I wish I could get it for gold. I would absolutely do it if I could get it for gold. You didn't know it existed. So you haven't had time to go get your wallet yet, Cliffy, and buy it? They work on that since the COVID to give us such great ideas that keep me playing the game every night. Yeah, yeah. So there you go. That's one of the things that came out with 2.2 is all this mess. What else did we get here? Well, you could, we could all work on our paper route and make sure we have enough. Collect aluminum cans. 2.2. So 2.2 brought us that. The new perks, we mentioned that just a little bit. I did go in, like I said, to my Project Loot. I only played a couple games with it, so I don't know. Has anyone found any of those new perks to be absolutely amazing in one way or the other? I don't really think there aren't really any perks that how do I want to put this? There aren't many perks, or maybe even any perks, that you go, ooh, that's a game changer the second you put it on there. Oh, the autoloader one? You think that's pretty good? Or you just used it? That's a good point, Pluto. You're right, because you pay for the lower version monthly, and theoretically you can turn it off. You could use it for a month and then turn it off. But you're right, for the Pro Plus, you're sinking either 6 months or a year into it, and that's that. You like the perk where you don't bother with it? You you self-perked yourself? Oh, man. I would say the actual one perk, and it doesn't exist anymore as a perk, that was an absolute game changer the second you got it, was 6 cents. 100%. 6 cents was a game changer immediately the second you put it on the tank. But now it's standard. It's part, everyone's got it. So I don't know if there's a perk like that anymore, where you just go, man, as soon as I get that, maybe Brothers in Arms to 100%, but it's kind of hard to see, an increase. You know that the tank's abilities are increased. You know that rationally, it's the bonus 5%, whatever it is. But I don't think you go, ooh, I have Brothers in Arms now, everything's better. He did show a true 50% credit. Okay. I didn't watch the whole thing. I got to the part where he was kind of doing the math on it. He was talking 35%, but I guess maybe later on he talked about it being 50. So it is no kidding 50%. Well, there you go. You think view range? Yeah, okay, that's a good point. View range perks, because you can see the view range increase. Yeah. Those are definitely. Yeah, he did. He played his 155, 58. That's awesome. And that's what he was talking about. He said you can. He kind of started it with Artie players can now turn. Well, they now can have something they've wanted for a very long time, a premium Artie, for $150. I mean, think about it. You put it on some of I think the 53, 55 might be the sweet spot on that one, man. Turn that into a premium tank. Yeah. All right, so we got the crew rework, a couple new perks. Like I said, I'm messing around a little bit with the scout perks. I think there's a couple we talked about last week. There's a couple of the heavy perks that I think will be quite good, especially for assault heavies, with the situational stuff or being closer and extra pen and stuff like that. Those could be pretty dang good. So we got those. We got Neon Dash is coming up later in the month. Yeah, March 20 to 22nd and 27th to 29th. I played like 2 games of that total. Ares branch. So what have you seen so far? I looked at the stats before we got going. Go to here, and it's early. It's way too early because we've only had, I don't know what, 5 or 6 days, so we're not going to see a huge change in the 30-day stuff. So it's going to take a month or so before we see it. So far, so good with the updates. Wish they would bring back the grand battles and the other battle modes. Game urgently. Yeah. Yep, that's been my argument for a long time, but I think that really it can be done with maps and changing maps around and making a little bit more dynamic maps. Not the dynamic things they have, all the flashy stuff, but just change maps around and new maps around new maps, things like that. Assault Encounter. I liked Encounter. I actually turned Assault off. For many years, I played all three. I was sort of adamant about you should play them all because it helps you see the map from different angles. But I really got sick and tired of a couple of the Assault maps because they were just really painful and people were morons. So I did turn Assault off. I had Grand Battles. I've gone back and forth on Grand Battles. I had it on for a while, then off. It kind of back and forth. I did enjoy the Grand Battles generally because they were new, right? They were different. I would have loved the Grand Battles map to be a 15v15. I realize that would have taken people a while to find other people, but I think as far as like, I don't know, tactical maneuvering, maybe I think that would have been really cool to have just a 15v15 on the great big maps. That would have been pretty cool. Module damage is 0 with the Ares, but the PTZ can still hit me for 950 every, yeah. Yeah, that's true, Cliffy. And there may be a lot of that there. But so far, as you can see here, it's kind of the same amount. This is EU. Let's see what NA is doing. It's obviously going to be less. Same thing. It's funny how it's the exact same tanks, too. Ares, 75, 85, 90, 130 PM, 90C. Is that right? 75. Nope, the 85 and 90 swap slightly on, but not by much. But the top 1, 2, 3, 4, the top 5 are the exact same tanks in the exact same, well, close to the same position, but it's the same. What about, is the grill the next for everybody? It is. and then the even 90. Oh yeah. Boy, that's very consistent, isn't it? And it changes at IS-7, is that right? Nope, the IS-7 is next. And then is it the Leopard? No. On EU, the FV sneaks past the Leopard. And then for NA, it's Leopard FV. Ashigaru makes sense because it's new. Is it the same? Oh, EU's got nothing for the Ashigaru. It's down here. So it sort of starts to change around the 10 spot. But wow, the top 7 or 8 are almost exactly the same, if not exactly the same. PTZ went under the radar because of Ares. It will be nerfed in next... Wait a minute, what's the PTZ? I don't know what that is. Is that something new? Is it a premium version or something? I don't know what that is. PTZ. Oh, okay. So you're just saying it's overpowered. Jet Booster TD. Oh, cool. Great. Oh, that's right. We talked about it's not rockets, it's actually jet powered. I saw a video where one was defying physics and spinning around. Is that a thing? I couldn't tell if it was somebody goofing around with the speed of the video or if that thing was actually doing that. Does it have weird physics on turning? Some tanks have that where it sort of defies. Good hands. Oh, geez, great. Another reason not to play tier 11. So Ares branch, we'll see where that goes. Watt Plus, Battle Pass. I did mess around a little bit with the Armor Inspector. This is okay. The way you get there, let's just take a tank that has some armor just for giggles here. Go to tier 10. Let's take the... something that can actually be pinned though, like a... Here we go, this thing. Let's look at this. Now let's look at the... Let's look at the E100. That's always a good one to look at. So Armor Inspector is now right here. First of all, let's turn off that. There we go. So Armor Inspector is in the center vehicle management button, and it lives right there, second from the bottom. So now we've got the new Armor Inspector, and they've added the ability over here to change the tank that's going after it. I don't know why it defaults to bat shot, but it does. I don't know. What should we have it shoot? What shall we have shoot at it? Let's go with a TD for giggles here. How about a Badger? Doesn't have particularly good pen. And then you can change the shell. 320. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so APCR 320. Purple is thicker. All right. And then the blue is the spaced armor pieces. I didn't actually realize that was spaced armor. That's pretty funny. I didn't know that. I didn't know the side of the E100 was spaced. No idea. Now I do. Makes sense though, doesn't it? Because it's just a thing over top of the track. It's not something I thought of because I'm not very smart. That's why. That's a screen, but there's no hitbox. Remember when that was a hitbox? I guess the top of it isn't been a hitbox. So we got the little hand thing, that little tiny pixel piece where you can hit. So if we hit down here, we've got 150 millimeter hole at 65 degrees, so a total of 339, and only a 23% penetration. I don't like, I'll tell you one thing, what is the website where when you turn it, it changes colors? I wish they'd have done that. But that's such an elegant solution. Can I actually turn the turret? Oh, I can. Wow, look at that. Woo! Oops. That's cool. But you know what I'm talking about, right? The right side. Over here. Right side of the window. Oh. Oh! Thank you. Boom. Ah, very good. Good call, Cliffy. There it is. That's what we want. It goes to yellow though, the purple. They just have to be different. That's all right though. No damage ricochet. What does that mean? Oh, I see. That color. Okay, ricochet. All right, so that's the okay. I see what they're doing there. And and you're not doing any damage to this because there's no hitbox behind it. That's pretty. Actually, that's really good. That's actually really good. That'll let you know where there's no hitbox. That's great. I might even be better than that other websites, to be honest with you. Yeah, I kind of like that ricochet no damage thing. And yeah, because if you shoot down right there, say you're for whatever reason you're this high and you're looking down, then there's no hitbox or HP behind that. That's just tracks and wheels and stuff. So, which makes sense the way it's shaped. But some tanks are kind of hard to figure out that way. That's good actually. That's pretty good now. I'll give it to him. because that's in there. What does no overlay do? Oh, okay. It's just, you're just looking at the tank itself. Okay. One thing you can do with this, if you're worried about 3D models, you'd have to have the 3D model. Not the 3D model, the 3D camo. It would be cool if you could select. Can you? I don't see it here. It would be nice if you could. Wait a minute. No, that's just guns and turret. Okay, that's just modules. It would be kind of cool if you could put other 3D camos on it that you don't own necessarily, just whatever 3D camos are available, so you could sort of look at what's covered up. Does this thing change at all? No. So that's not a hole. Doesn't appear to be any. That's the other thing, is if you want to get very, things that have oh, it says observation device right there. Can you damage the tank through that thing? I hope not. I hope you can't. Bit of a shot trap there-ish. Like this one, can you damage a E100 on that thing? I'm pretty sure you can on the bar across the top. I'm pretty sure you can do damage there, so that's probably the same thing. Ah, there you go. Yes, you can. All right, so yes, the answer is yes, but not situationally, with caveats. It has to be along that bar. If you get it high, then there's no damage up there. That's what's so cool about this, the way they have this set up. Now you can find out that stuff. So like that right there, that's no damage. That's not a hitbox. There's no HP behind that thing. That's pretty cool, actually. And then this top bit, there's none, but down here there is. Ah, that's cool. So this... That one's hard to tell. I guess that is. Wait a minute. No damage. Yeah. So that thing is... Apparently... What about side? Is it? No, it isn't. Look. So, let's see if we can get it from here. It looks like... look at that. It looks like that thing is no damage. There you go. You just have to get the right angle on it. Yep. 7... That's not even any armor. 0. It just destroys the observation device, I guess. But if you hit it, the only pen's going to be where it goes through to something else, kind of idea. All right, so that's the kind of stuff you can investigate with this capability here. Here it is again. You can see that top bit once again. It's clearer this time. Zoomed in a little bit. So how much of the gun is damaged? None. So that's no damage. So none of the gun. That's no damage. Theoretically, you can damage it here. Another example is 3D stuff like that right there. That doesn't even show up actually. That would be, I guess, what all the different 3D camos that have all the guns and stuff hanging off of them, they would show up as that kind of idea. It's there on the model, but there's no, you can't. I don't know. I'm sure you can hit it. I think if you shoot it, I don't think it even shows damage, but it might. But it won't damage the tank. Yeah, that's good. Well done, Wargaming. I like that. It only took them 2 tries, but they got it done. You think those exhaust things would trigger heat early? You think they're basically spaced armor? Or were you talking about something else? You're probably talking about the observation device. Right, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because that's kind of part of the model, I think you're right. I don't think that would happen with the exhaust things. Because they didn't even show up. So I don't know if the game even sees those. I don't think the game even takes those into account. Kind of like the big 3D models we were just talking about, the big machine guns and all that. Is shots will go right through it. They don't interact with that thing at all. Cool. I like it. And we got some more sound stuff. I don't know. Maneuvers is coming. And that's pretty much it for 2.2, man. All right, guys, you've been at it for about an hour. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, refresh my coffee, and I'll be right back.
Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Now in the shadows came a mysterious chap who spoke in a tongue with strange dialect. He offered his help to the mighty Guido to bring some laughter to his love of speedos. To the coffee talk they both came, to bring the message of winning ways to all and sundry and the masses. Yes, that's right, lads and lasses. The damage counts and flexing back will keep you on the right track. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. So in what, if you want to progress, then seek out Guido nonetheless. With his sidekick Pilgrim, he has a message that to win you must be aggressive. The position and place that you must seek, for the winners only, not the weak. The guru speaks, so listen well. His voice rings out like the Liberty Bell, to bring you all to Unicom land, or to die hard trying in the sand. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. To the swamplands came the mountain man, to teach his wisdom and pay his due. A man with a name only known to a few.
Alrighty then. We are back. We are back. Alright. What else is going on, guys? I don't know. Let's see what's up and coming, if anything. Where is Wargame? Where is World of Tanks going next, fellas? That's a good question. Where is it going next? So theoretically, we're done with the crew upgrade, right? We got Plus Premium Pro Plus Platinum. We have 2 different three different, if you consider Premium, Watt Plus Premium, Watt Plus Pro. We went to tier 11. Is it just more and better tank releases? Just more gimmicks? Tier 11 already? But what about big reworks? Maps? Do you think that's it? There are some maps we're going to look at in just a second that are supposedly on the way, or at least they're super tests. You know, here's the thing though, we see a lot of maps in super tests that never show up. Although these are changes, not new maps. Sorry, I sort of misspoke there. Changes to current maps we'll take a look at. And that's okay. I'm happy with that. I wish it would happen faster, and I wish it was more dynamic, not just I'm trying to change the map to make it more even or whatever, which has kind of for Wargaming, a bit of a mixed result. Reviews are mixed. I think it's better than not trying, but intentions being as they are. There's no words for new maps in Russian. That's the problem. They can't figure it out. I can't think of. I feel like there's not a direction right now. I mean, they've done a couple big updates with the tier 11 and dynamic map stuff. Went backwards a little bit by deleting encounter and assault. We did a crew rework, which seems to be done. We put a new matchmaker in. I don't know. It's a good question. I can't think of anything that's sort of brewing on the horizon that is a big new thing. All right. This is all RU stuff. Different tanks. They're punching out a lot of new tanks on the RU side. All right, Fisherman's Bay is going to get some changes, guys. Modified version features several changes to the terrain around the center and the ravine by the eastern edge. These adjustments should, that's a good word to use there, should improve tactical opportunities in those areas and make moving through them safer. Okay. Yeah, there are the maps with the special abilities. I forgot about that. The positions you can take and shoot arty and crap like that. Yeah. Elevators. Maybe that's the big thing. All right, so here's what it looks like. That's the ravine. That's just a big dead area. This side can get to these bushes, but the other side cannot. And they're kind of limited use. They're okay, but not amazing. Great. Okay. So we're just going to make a place where we can all tuck up and proxy light each other and get artied. That's good. Cool. I like it. I didn't mind this, guys. I don't actually mind Fisherman's Bay because there is a city where you can go play side scrape punchy face. There's that side where you can play sniper TD guy scout dude carefully. And then there's the middle, which is a kind of a combo. So destroying the scout side of the map and the aggressive, get down the ravine, push up underneath them, make something happen, and turning it into just a face-to-face slog. Because I think a scout up in here is close enough that if any of the TDs back here fire and they're not 15 meters, they're screwed. It's already kind of like that, but anyway, okay, that's interesting. Here's what it looks like before in the pit, and what have they done? Doesn't look that much different. I mean, there's some rocks, and this is obviously something new right here. So they've moved stuff, yeah, just a little bit. Looks like they... Well, and that's kind of odd, isn't it? So you can't. It's hard to see right now. Well, here it is. There's a tree area and like a bump, and it's not super useful, but occasionally you can get up in there with the right tank, hold down, and do some good work from those trees. You knock them down, and you have some camo. It's not a fantastic spot, but all they seem to have done is moved it back to the other side to use it, because now I don't really see that same thing over here. But it might be a tree. It looks like you can knock this tree down and do that from here, but... Okay. You think the curve is deeper? Maybe. I don't know, man. It looks like more or less the same exact position. So I don't see it really too much deeper, to be honest with you. But, yeah, it could be slightly. All right, so that's interesting. This is, what am I looking at here? Oh, kind of high and mid, but leaning towards the spawn on the right. I mean, there's that carve out right down here, but all the rest of this is pretty similar. I don't really see a lot of changes here. Oh, well, there's an extra building here for whatever reason. Something's changed here, though, because that road no longer curves. So I guess maybe all this shifted that way? It's hard to tell, though. Not 100% sure which way the road went and the stuff. This looks the same. So this road comes in, looks like the same spot. That building is there. That building is there. This building is here, but maybe I'm just not seeing the curve because of the angle of the picture. It's hard. Yeah, I think we've got a slightly different distance here, maybe, because that road's longer. So, no, it shifted, didn't it? It all shifted that way. That's what happened. That road's longer. So everything shifted for whatever reason that way. Really, they took this building and shifted it up, and then they added a building kind of like right here. Yeah, that's fairly close, actually. 47 to 51 isn't the worst offender. All right, what are we looking at here? Wow, quite a few more buildings and things going on. This is all open. It's got those old World War I tank wrecks, but look at all the extra buildings now down here. Quite a few. Okay. The sniper nest. What have we done to it? We've denuded. We Agent Oranged it. The back corner. Does anyone really even go back there? I know they do, end game, but that's not really a problem back there. You're not going to do it now, though. It basically made that more or less useless, other than maybe some hard cover from some of these rocks here, but they took all the trees out. What else did they do? Excuse me. Looks the same, other than all the trees back here are gone. Your whole team goes there. Fair enough. Noted. Yeah, that's true. That's where the meetings are held, Gator. Used to be a nice trees, shaded area. You could get back there, have your team meeting, ignore the rest of the game, all that good stuff. Before and after. Oh, they did the same thing in that corner. They nuked the trees. Now this corner gets used a lot, actually, as compared to the other one. This one actually gets used quite a bit, to be honest with you. And they got rid of a bunch of the cover there. These are super annoying positions because of how they can fire down that line and not get spotted. And it looks like that is all over, my friends. Wow. It is unusual when they nuke TD spots, to be honest with you. Okay. So, didn't Fisherman's Bay just get changed in the last couple of years or so? I think they like touching Fisherman's Bay a lot. Siegfried Line. This one definitely got changed a while back. Not too long ago, really. And when I say not too long, within 4 or 5 years. Let's see. Minor changes were made to the fields near the city, aimed at improving tactical variety and safety while playing in the... I guess they're trying to help with turbo battles, maybe? I don't know. So what did we do? This is it currently. Oh, God. I don't see it. Is this higher right here? Maybe? I can hide down here, I guess, and go hold down and... Is the road gone? It's hard to... No, the road's still there. The angles of these two pictures are different. Maybe. Yeah, I think there's undulations in the hills. I think you're right. I was going to say these are completely different views, but they're not. If you look at the border, they're in the same place on the picture. But look how this is further away. This bunker has been moved that away. And then there's a deeper fall off right there. It really feels like everything got pushed that way for some reason. Because doesn't this tree and this tree looks further away. So I'm looking at the background, like the framing of the picture, look. See that puff and that puff in the same space? Those trees and those trees are in the same exact place. And actually, if you follow the red line, you can tell how much more contour there is. See how straight it is on this one? And over here, it's very much contoured. So that I think your guys are right. There's a bunch more undulations in the field out here. It's not as flat. I'm assuming there's a bowl on each side of the road, kind of like there is now. But I think the road's moved that way somehow. I don't know. Interesting. All right. What do we got? Oh, this might help. This will help. The road is very different. Very different. It's not a straight line anymore. Huh. I kind of liked this map, actually. What is a light tank going to do now? They're not going to go up there now. There's no way to protect yourself. There's no bush there anymore. In fact, this bush right here. Get your mana core in that thing. If that bush is big enough for a small light tank, that's a problem, because that side is going to be able to get to it, and the other side will not. You know what I'm saying? One of these two bushes. It looks like this side can get to it much easier. There doesn't seem to be a corresponding bush to the other side. Okay, here's another view of it. Straight road, not straight road. Yeah, true. It will quickly become a blind fire bush for sure. All right, the city part. I I think they're just kind of showing this change, but it's at least at the city. It's not significantly different. Although it looks like maybe you can't tuck under here like people do now as easily. That seems to be higher now. Is that a sniper window right there? That might be a way to shoot into the middle. See how it's cut out? Might be enough for a turret to look over. They changed this too. This is all craggy, different than what it is. All right. So Siegfried Line. Again, this is Watt Super Test. How much of this makes it into the game? Who knows? The Ambassador. A Tier 9 Swedish heavy tank with a 4-round autoloader that reloads in 28 seconds. Sure. That's pretty fast. 360 Alpha. Uses heat. Doesn't have the pen, does it? It does. 310. 310 heat, 256 standard. 0.37 dispersion. Fairly significantly long aim time. What's the turret? Ooh, that's a heavy? Sheesh. Might be well angled, but it's only 130 turret. It's a support heavy tank, though. Then the Hussars. This is a Tier 8. Yeah, I was reading through this earlier today, and I looked at that and went, oh, here we go. It's the Star Shell. Yeah, 3,600 every 28 seconds. Yep. This is the Star Shell. You know, the Polish TDs have that deep rifled gun, and they do more damage close in, but they're kind of limited because they're casemates. Well, let's just chuck that out the window, and we'll give them one that has a full turret. So this is essentially another full turreted TD, but this one happens to have a 700 Alpha, at least close in gun. And it's a Tier 8 with a 290 pen heat round. 265, that's wild. 265 standard and only 15 extra with the heat. That is a long reload, though. That is a long reload. That's well longer, I think, than the casemate ones. So that's a balancing factor for having a turret. 2.5 aiming, 0.4 is not great accuracy. -8 gun depression. Slow at 35. Turret's only 100. Wow. This is supposed to be an assault tank destroyer, and it has a... Okay. Oh, sorry, I got it backwards. The hull's 100, the turret's 220. I'm dumb. All right, 220 is more reasonable. Got them backwards. I like the way this is written up. The vehicle's main distinguishing feature is its deep rifled gun, aligning it with other Polish tank destroyers. Additionally, its fully rotating turret, game changer, making it significantly easier to deliver massive damage per shot. That's what we need, guys. That's what the game needs. Everything must be significantly easier to do. You have a Star Shell, deep rifled 700 Alpha line and guns and premiums out there, but they're hard to use. Make it easier. Give them a turret. Make it more accurate. Why doesn't this one do 800? I don't know. Actually, I think... Doesn't the Tier 8 actually do 800? Polish TDs. The Grom. What does the Grom do? It is 800. The Bliss. 800. That's the Tier 9. The Tier 9 is also 800. But is the Kalana 700? Yes. Naturally. Correct. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Tech Tree 700, Premium 800. Nice. Oh, this Premium only has 700. Balancing decision, more than likely because it has a turret. We got some 3D and 2D style stuff. How to armor inspector, we just went through that. Green Steel Hunter. What? Okay. Panzer Children. I think that's it, guys. 3D attachments with a theme. That's that, fellas. Oh. What are you getting a Swedish artillery with a 2-shell autoloading system? It might be St. Patty's Steel Hunter boxes, Cliffy. Very possibly. There was a Peaky. Is that gone already? The Peaky Blinders thing? I didn't see it in the shop. I guess it's gone already. That wasn't very long, was it? Or did I just miss it and it's actually there? Nope, because I think it got taken over by Girls and Panzers. How long did that last? Yeah, there it is. Not long. Yeah, to only the 4th of... Okay, so 25th of February to 4th of March. All right. Yeah, it was a week or so. Yeah, it was last weekend. All right. You can no longer do that. That's out. It's over. And I think that's it, fellas. That is all I got. I got to find some content for next week, man. I haven't played any games. I don't have any. If you guys have any good games, send them my way. Put them on the Discord. Email them to me. Do something. Give me a link. I'll have to figure out. I need a new series, too. Got to think up something to do. What should I do? Give me a new series. Somebody give me a new series that I can do. Something I can do, you know, a week's worth of. Worst tank, best tank, dumbest tank, slowest tank. I don't know, something. Lowest assist tank? What would that look like? Let's go to here. Worst player win rate. What did I do though? Did I do just tier 7 on that one? I did tier 7 only. Worst player win rate. Let's see what that looks like right now. Performance. Player win rate. Worst. Let's go NA, just so it's relevant to us. Here it is, guys. What do we got? First of all, we gotta fix this situation. There we go. We have an A32. Do I even have an A32? Tier 4. I think I actually do. I think maybe. Tier 4, Russian, right? Do I have an A32? Do not. I thought I had that. Is it tier 4? It is tier 4. I could have swore I had that. That was one of the very first premiums, wasn't it? At the very beginning of the game? I think it was. So I don't have that. Look at this. 42.55%. Only 102 battles. And whoever that guy is not good. Let's see. Let's dig into this for a second here. Leaderboards. All right, so this is pretty obvious what's happened here. Obviously, it's not Schnitzel. Schnitzel's doing his best to keep it going. So is Thor 1. So is Badlands. And then we got Laps, who's doing good. And then you got this. Then there's this guy. 960 battles. At a 39.06% win rate. And what's funny, it's not a bad win rate. He's got a 668 DPG. His kill to death is over 1. His survival is very low. So he's getting in and YOLOing. Oh, do you know this guy? That's funny. Is that a known name to you, or you're just guessing that's what he did? I mean, it's obvious what he's doing. I think anyway. It looks like we know what he's doing, but he's fighting. You know what I mean? He's doing damage. 62 games yesterday. All right, let's dig into that. You never know what you're going to find in these things. Could be scary. What do we got here? Kind of a cool name though. I like that, Grey Foe. Grey Fawkes. 62 battles in a day. Yeesh. 146 in 3 days. 1,189 in 30 days. What does that come out to? Could probably do that in my head, but I'm too lazy. Math in public, anywho. That's 39 battles a day. Yeah, this is YOLO machine. What tanks is he doing this with right now? 30 days. What do we got? This is great. Some of everything, guys. We got every... We're YOLOing in our 13105. We're YOLOing... Well, maybe not. We got a little better win rate. And our 110.5, but his win rate is just terrible. Doing damage in the T28 F30. Of course, if you YOLO with the big derp gun and get a couple hits in before you die. Look at all his survival percentages. He might actually be playing the E100. I don't know. All of it, 0. Of course, these are all 2 battles in 1 battle. Only 2.39 a game. That's wild. What's DDDR? What does that mean? I don't know that stat. What is that? DDDR. Anybody know what that means? Damage dealt, damage received. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. So anything over 1 is you're doing more than you've received. And he's below 1 on most of these. Not all, but a good number of them. 479 YOLOs, or games. 8% survival rate in the A32. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. His stats in the A32 are not bad. Probably ramming, yeah. YOLOing in and ramming. I would buy that 100%. Or it's a bot program that runs in and shoots a lot, but that seems like someone who's played. Isn't that a weird account? That's a weird account, man. What's his overall stuff? 27,000 battles. So he's a dedicated YOLO A32 guy. That's wild. That's just wild. How long has this account been around? Do you get that information? Created. I didn't get it in game, but I'm wondering if it's here. Gaming since 2011. Gaming since 2011. 100? No, I'm not scoffing because I have over 100. I mean, I've played this game a shit ton as well. But he's at 134. Which, to be honest, is not that far off of mine. So, again, not scoffing him in that standpoint. Because I'm at 105, 110, something like that. 107. Crazy. Yeah, that's probably what he's doing. A32 spam to make the cash to play the rest of it, maybe. But, yikes. 45% win rate. Yeah, could be a bot. Yep. All right. Anywho, that got us on a little off track there. Let's see what else we were doing. Player win rate, right? I don't know what a V4/40 is. Who is this, and what are they playing? Who are they? Huh. There's quite a few of them out there, actually. Wow. Okay. Tier 3. What is that? Is that Swedish or something? German. It's German. Okay. V440. I do have that. What on earth? Look at this thing. Oh, this is awesome. Look at this. Like a quad machine. Is that 2 quad machine guns? What the heck? Not quad. Yeah, quad. That's wild. Oh, is the button... Speaking of just going off in random directions, is there the button now to get rid of unwanted crew members? Yeah, I think a Christmas box tank. I think I gotta go to the barracks, right? Retire undertrained. $92. Oh, you can check them. Is everybody at 0%? Nice. Oh, this is going to be very cathartic. Boom. Well, that was fun, actually. I quite enjoyed that. They're all retired now. That did free up some bunk spaces. Cool. I think they might have taken some of those out of tanks. Did it just clear out this tank? It did not clear out this tank. All right, so I should then be able to retire 4 more. So if I go... theoretically, if I send them to the barracks, and I go back to the barracks, and I press that, there should be 4. Yep, there you go. So it's the guys in the barracks. Boom, gone. Although I don't know why I did that, because I'm probably now going to need to play that tank for this series, but whatever. You can get them back, right? They're free now, so it's not that big a deal. What else we got? So I do have that tank. The Hawk 30? The poor Hawk 30? What? It is a premium, you're right. I could put anybody in there. Or I could do Guido standard and just... The poor Carl. So we wouldn't... If I do this, I won't do the Carl, because remember I did that with that series, now that I think about it, because it was all tier 7 stuff. The poor Progetto 54, the M... These are sad tanks. All these sad... I did the 14-1 too, didn't I? I did do that artillery, didn't I? Gravel load, what's happening, man? He is off with family, doing family stuff. So I could do the top 10, but also not do the ones already done. So that would already have some caveats in it, wouldn't it? Let's look at EU. How does EU change this? Completely different list. Because, for example, with the A32 thing, they don't have one A32 guy spamming A32s. It might be lavender season. It's definitely approaching. I think there's still more or less winter there, but pretty quickly it will be lavender season. Okay, the 440's down there. T3E2. I just noticed there's a flag there, so I don't even have to... I should know exactly what country they're from if I was smart enough to look at the flag. A7E3. I'm not even sure about those two. Do I have those? Tier 3. T3E2. US. I do have that. It's this thing. Look at this bad boy. That thing is amazing. Wow, cool. Yeah, they're all the box fillers. So I go back to NA. Do we capture some of those same tanks or no? See, on NA, I think what happens on NA is you get players, especially with very low battle counts. Like here, T45. This has to be like one guy, right? Doing this. There he is. Captain Evil. Oh, sorry. Let me show it to you. Captain Evil appears to be the culprit here. 388 battles. So let's see what's going on with Captain Evil. We got another YOLO artist. It would appear so. 45% overall. Look at this. He had himself a day right there, man. A 3-day period of a 2,000 win 8. He's on the... Look at this. Little spike in action, baby. What was he driving? 41 battles. He climbed up to a 48% win rate. 2,000 win 8. There's your T45 stuff. So let's look at his tanks. There we go. And we're going to go the last 30 days. Yep, there's your T45 problem. Yeah, that's probably true as well. Right? Crusader being up there? That's a bummer, isn't it? Also spamming the T29 because tier 2, sometimes you just got to crank it up to tier 3 and make it happen. So where's the tank that he did well in? Was it in the last 7 days? Yeah, he had a day in his T45 where he was being somebody. Look at that. There it is. Woohoo! Getting her done right there. The things you find and that's the problem with using NA for some of these things. Maybe I'll just use EU because it's more. Of course, I could also do overall. I could swing it into overall and just look at it that way. The Crusher. The Crusher has never won a game. Is that not out? What is that? I thought people had this thing. How is it that this thing is a 0? Is it not released? Huh. Somebody played it 3 times. Or 3 people played it 1 time, or whatever that math comes out to. Huh. That's wild, actually. I think I did a least played series. Look at all these goofy tanks that have 1 battle. Things that aren't released. Oh, the count. I didn't realize they had that. That's how many are on the server. That's interesting. Isn't that what that means? So it looks like there's 3 Crushers on the server, and everyone played 1 game in it. Former RU accounts. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Win rate differential. Problem is, well, it's not a problem, but I don't think they have that for overall, but they have that on recent, don't they? Yes. Okay. So what do we got here? Best win rate differential: Panzer II-J plus 12%. Worst: Su-26 minus 17%. The Sentinel minus 12. Holy cow! The T7 car minus 11. I have that. I think I have a Sentinel too. Britch. Yep, I do have a Sentinel. This is what it looks like. There's the old Sentinel. That's actually not a bad tank, as I recall. I think it's actually Australian, isn't it? The Sentinel is some kind of Australian. Yeah, it's got the weird little machine gun port, phallic looking thing. Per class. Oh, that's not bad, actually. So if we went, say, heavy, what do we got? So the heavy, it's the 113. Wow. And the best is the... That's not right. There we go. The best is the 220-2. I don't think I have that. Tier 5 Russian. Heavy. I do have that. I do have a 220-2. Yeah, that might work. Per class, right? So it would be 220, and then for the heavies, it would be the 113. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, the 222. Yeah, you're right. It's got the KV3 hull down at tier, whatever it is, 5. Yeah. All right, that's not a bad idea. I like the win rate differential one. That might be the way to go. And then do it by do it by class, and then you got 5 classes. What does that do? I'll do it up with NA. Oops. The LEF, of course. Of course it is. And the poor Su-26. A Tier 3 Arty. That must be absolutely miserable. A Tier 3 Arty. I wonder if I even have games in that thing. Su-26. Looks like this. I do not have stats in that. There it is, baby. That's great. Research. Oh, I'd have to buy stuff. That's cray-cray. Yeah, let's do this. Can I just purchase and mount that without doing the other one? I guess. I didn't even unlock this one. That's pretty funny. Alright. Oh, it's Elite, baby. Well, there you go. Now I'm Super Pro plus Platinum. Because now it's Elite. Alright, that's not a bad one. I'll save the rest of them as a surprise for the videos. I guess I could probably do both games on one video. You do. I'll put executive producers, the gang. Coffee Talk, executive producers. Alright guys, cool. I'm going to get going. I'm going to go... yeah, I need to do a Sam's run, unfortunately. I've been putting it off. And I may stop by and get some azaleas. Why is it still dark out there? Are we going to get some rain? I have azaleas in the front of the house. And over the years, some of them have... oh, we are going to get rained on. What on earth? Yeah, I'll be delaying that. I didn't even know that was supposed to happen. Okay, that's crazy. We got a big line coming through. I had no idea. I could do that. We've got one out on the beach. That was my buddy told me that the other day. I may look up their stuff. I don't know if they deliver here, but we'll find out. I don't want to have to go pick them up, though. I was going to pay the 40, 50, whatever it was to deliver it. That's about double the amount I'm willing to go to the store, schlep it onto a push cart, and take out to my truck and put in the back of the truck. I mean, if it was 20 or 30... Oh, that's a good point. Pick up the 12. Right, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Could definitely do that. If they've got them, for sure. All right, cool, guys. Let's go find somebody to raid. I'm about to get rained on. Didn't even know it was happening. It is why I bought the truck. Absolutely. I've done 20 or 30 before, and like I said, that's about my limit. That when I did the other project with pavers, I went and got. I actually had a whole load of them from around the house and extras, and got some off the street that people were giving away, and kind of kludged together an eclectic, let's call it, paved area in the backyard with the fire pit and all the other stuff. But this one I want to be uniform, so I want new stuff, and I don't have any extras sitting around right now anyway, so. But when I went and bought I needed to buy a couple more rows, so I went and bought some new stuff, and it was about 20 or 30 of them, and that was more than I wanted to deal with. Find somebody to raid here. Dude, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ladies streaming right now. I'm assuming this one is. She's got a cartoon. That's 7, 8, 9. Is it women's? Is this weekend the women's thing? Maybe. Is that this weekend? I guess so. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. Gone from Lady May. Oh, is she still streaming? Man, I haven't seen her for a long time. I don't look at the streams. I don't watch the streams too much anymore, really. Oh well, we'll raid one of the ladies. What? She's got 23. Oh, she got 68. Which one doesn't have any? Anybody? Any of them not have any here? Let's see. Seems to be the lowest. All right, Bella, whatever. Women's Day. Bella. There we go. All right, cool. Well, fellas, appreciate it. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the views. All that good stuff. You guys have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. I'm going to go try to figure out what I'm going to do for some content. I kind of like the idea you came up with, so I'll start figuring that one out. Should I split it into... No, I'm not going to split it into tiers. That would make a much longer thing, but I think we'll just go overall. Last 30 days, NA. That's what we're going to do. All right, we're out. Later, guys. See ya.